Smile. Say cheese. Cheese. Oh, you little cheeser. Oh. Did you mess up my red lip, girl? Hey everyone, so I'm going to be doing a video today, just sort of like doing my makeup. I just want to do like, not a full-on tutorial, just like doing my makeup, chat, maybe answer like some questions. I just asked on my Instagram if anyone had any like questions they'd want to ask me because I want to do something chatty. So yeah, that's what I'm doing today. I'm starting off with just obviously a bare face. I did already moisturize, and for that I used this Tatcha Dewy Skin Cream. And I just recently got this a couple weeks ago, and I've been using this along with the, I got the Tatcha Violet C Radiance Mask. Both are really good. Way too expensive, but like actually very good. No wonder they're so expensive. So I've actually been liking that a lot. My skin feels very soft, and I feel like all my kind of unevenness and texture, it's like still there, but it's starting to like clear up a little bit. So that's kind of fun. If you notice, I'm in a new spot. I'm actually in my living room of my house that we're about to move out of. So you can probably see like some crap back there in the kitchen. It's just like the stuff we're moving with. So just, you know, don't pay attention to the scenery right now because it's not cute. But yeah, let's just kind of get into it. Again, I'm just like doing my makeup. This isn't gonna be anything like crazy or, I don't know, it's gonna be kind of basic, but that's fine because it's actually like, it's 6:30 right now. I'm making dinner and Shane just went to the gym, so I'm sort of like, why not film something? Okay, so enough talking, let's actually get started. If you see me looking down, I have just what I brought for my makeup for like this whole shenanigans. So we're moving across the country. We live in Florida right now, and we are moving to the northwest of the US. Kind of frigid, cold, very different than what I've been living in for the last, it's been like 6 years, I think, or almost 7 years that I've been living in Florida now. And so this is gonna be like a shocker for sure. I mean, I'm from New Jersey, so I'm used to cold, but this is gonna be different beast for sure. We're living in like the Rocky Mountains basically, so it's, the elevation is so much higher than New Jersey and Florida and everything, so it just is, I guess, a lot colder because it's higher up, which makes sense. I'm gonna make myself sound like an idiot also. For foundation, I'm putting on Double Wear, and then I'm also mixing in a little bit of the L'Oreal Infallible in a lighter shade because I brought basically the Double Wear because there's a little more tan in case I do a fake tan, and then the L'Oreal just to lighten it up in case I'm not fake tan, because I basically have to live with the foundation and makeup that I brought here. I have to live with this for the next almost month. So basically today they moved out all our stuff. We packed yesterday, and when I say we, I mean not us at all actually, a packing company, basically the military, because they insure our stuff for our move and all the stuff we own. They require that they have a service pack, and then also like they pack everything in boxes one day, and then the next day they have movers come and take everything and put it in a truck. And because they move us and we don't have to do it, like, do you see what I'm saying? Like they require that a company comes and does everything. But anyways, so all my makeup is packed. I packed basically the minimum of makeup I think I would need for almost a month, because once they take everything away, like they took everything away today, it could take up to a month almost to get our stuff. So, and we're leaving here in like 2 days. So basically we bought a house where we're moving, and we're gonna get to our house in less than a week from now, because it takes about 3 days to drive there, which is just insane. And we're gonna get to our new house, and we're not going to have like any of our belongings for close to a month almost. I think it's like 3 weeks until like after we get there. So that's going to be an interesting challenge. So I tried to bring all the things I think I would really need and use, and you know, want to do like a tutorial with or something like that. For concealer, I'm using the e.l.f. Camo Concealer. I finally got a shade that's better. This is medium sand. It's already, I mean, it's still really light, so I don't know why in the world it's called medium, but whatever. But yeah, that we kind of had to figure out, you know, what do we actually really need to live, you know, to be able to survive until our stuff gets there. So like right now I'm sitting on a blow up mattress. I definitely brought my tripod, my camera, my ring light, because I can get it all, like my ring light came in like a bag, and then I can, you know, make my tripod really small. That can be like folded up, because I was gonna definitely still be filming videos. I have my cleaning channel, which I'm doing a lot of videos on. So I knew I was gonna need my camera for that. I'm also gonna take the color Fair Warm, kind of just right by my eye there, because I do want that a little brighter. So yeah, this will sort of be like a lesson of what do we really need, because we're gonna have nothing basically. And it'll kind of challenge us to see what is actually something necessary. Also, Lily is in her little pack and play right next to me, so if you hear her, that is the baby. And once that is on, I'm gonna set my under eye with my Maybelline Fit Me Loose Powder, my absolute favorite, you guys know this. And I'm using the shade 05, which is the lightest one. And then my new favorite under eye setting brush, which is the Morphe E49. I love this little brush. Hi, you wanna see what I'm doing? Lily has become obsessed with makeup, so she will want to like put some on. So taking that under my eye and then just sort of bringing it down. But then I am gonna go in with a setting powder kind of all over. I'm gonna use the Charlotte Tilbury powder in the shade medium. And you guys know, because I think I mentioned in a video before, I don't love this powder. Well, it's not that I don't like it. It's just sort of like, you know, I don't know if I'm always like this. It's just sort of like, I guess it sets, but like it's nothing special, you know? It's nothing crazy. Also, now that I'm putting it on, I think it might be a little too dark. And I think it's darkening my foundation a little bit. Whoops. We'll make it work. So I'm gonna set all over, and then I'm also gonna go down my neck. Are you just gonna keep making those fake poopy noises all this time? That sounds like fun. All right, I'm gonna go in with the Morphe Celebutante bronzer, and I just mix both sides together. Lily's learning a lot of words now, and it's so stinking cute to hear her talk, because she'll just randomly, like if she sees my car keys, she'll be like, bah, bah. And it's funny, if you know me in person, I always say bye like that. I don't know why, I just can't help myself. So like when I say bye, I say bye, or I say girl bye. And so she's heard me say it like that so many times now that she doesn't say bye, she says bye. 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 Haha. Is that funny? Bye. Bye. So I put too much bronzer on, so now I'm going to bring it down my neck. I feel like I'm having a very James Charles moment lately, where my foundation never matches the rest of me, so I constantly have to bring a lot of bronzer down my neck. Girl, quit saying bye. You're crazy. And I don't know what it is lately, but I feel like my bronzer has been looking patchy. Like it hasn't been blending. It looks like I have no clue what I'm doing, and it's just really annoying me. And I don't know if it's the brush I'm using, but I use different brushes all the time, and it's still looking patchy, so I don't know why I'm sucking so bad lately. All right, now I feel intense, contoured, full coverage. It's a lot. I'm going to really quickly put on some setting spray to kind of rehydrate. This is the Morphe Setting Mist. The absolute best. It's just so fine. Oh. And it smells like amazing. It makes my skin look amazing. I love that spray. Okay, so now that my face makeup's done, I'm gonna do my eyes because I wanna let that setting spray really sink in before I go in with like blush and highlight and all that stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna go on to the eyes now. And I'm trying to figure out what I wanna use. I didn't bring, sorry, I gotta move my leg here because I'm falling asleep. I didn't bring a lot of eyeshadow. I'll show you what I brought with me. So I brought all MAC palettes because they're small and I know that they're going to work really well. And the pigmentation is going to be there. So I brought the MAC Semi-Sweet x9 because this has like all my mattes. It has like warmer mattes, it has a black, it has a white, and then it's got like different kind of mattes in there. So this is one of those like staple kind of things that I have all I could possibly need basically. And then I brought my MAC Patrick Star palette, and this is the Goal Getter palette that's got the really warm kind of smoky eye vibe here with like soft brown Swiss chocolate. I'm into it. Those are some of my favorite eyeshadow colors, those 3 specific colors. And then also has Amber Lights for like a bronzy pop. So again, I knew this would be like a good all-around palette to have with me. And then finally I brought this one. This is called Nude Quad. This was from, oh man, it wasn't Zac Posen. I can't think of the designer. MAC did a collection with a designer a couple years back, and I can't remember what it was, but this was a quad from that collection, and I love this quad because it has like this soft dusty pink, a soft taupey matte brown, and then like these 2 really pretty rosy brown kind of shimmers. One a little lighter, one a little darker. This is just such a pretty palette, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't use it enough, the last 4 years I've had it. So I wanted to bring this because I thought this would just create such pretty looks if I wanted to look very like mommy, very like subtle, snatched, but really like understated, that whole vibe. That's what I wanted to do with this. So that's why I brought this too. But what I'm thinking today, kind of spice it up, I brought also Jeffree Star's Redrum. And I feel like this would make a really pretty lip. Lily, get your toys. Where's your toys? They're in your bag. Your bag. Can you get your toys? Well, they're right there in your bag. Do you see your bag? Right there. Toys? Yeah, you got lots of toys you could play with. So yeah, I think I want to use a red lip just because why not? And so I'm going to do like a very neutral probably eye and throw on some liner and then a red lip just for shiggles. So I'm going to start out priming my eyes. I'm going to use my e.l.f. concealer to do that. Just a little bit. I feel like I've been putting too much concealer on lately, or maybe I'm getting old, or something's changing with my body, and it's starting to crease more on me. Like I've been able to use concealer as eye primer for like the last 2 years, and all of a sudden, it's like starting to crease. I don't get it. All right, so I have that, and then I am gonna set my whole eyelid today because I want the shadow really isn't gonna be part of this look. It's mostly just gonna be like a lip and the liner and all that jazz. So I'm using the Maybelline powder again, and I'm just using the same brush I used under my eye and getting a nice layer of that all over my lid and just sort of buffing that on. Okay, so first question is from Rachel, and I actually met Rachel. So when I worked at Morphe, she came into the Tampa store that I worked at one day, and then she just like came up to me and she was like, hey, you're on YouTube, right? Your name's Allison. And I was like, yeah. And then so she told me that she, watched me for a while, and it was really cool like meeting her. I love like when people come up to me and they're like, oh my God, like you're on YouTube, like I've watched you, it's so cool. So it was really cool. I got to actually meet her. So Rachel is asking me if you could give your younger self starting out on YouTube advice, what would it be? So the advice I would give my younger self, like right when I started YouTube, is the same advice I give myself right now, which I don't listen to, which is I need to invest more time in being consistent on YouTube. And, you know, I allow other like forces, you know, extraneous outside forces to really affect my ability to like upload really regularly. And my biggest advice to anyone out there starting out, and my biggest advice to myself that I need to actually listen to, is upload often, because that is what will kind of get yourself going. And by the way, I'm using this shade right now in the Semi-Sweet palette. That's what's going to like set you apart and, you know, get you where you want to be, you know, and get you a following. And I was lucky enough that I got shouted out by Emily Noel, like back in the day when, you know, I had been on YouTube a year and I still only had like 1,000. I didn't even have like, no, I only had like 100 or 200 subscribers after a year. And then after like 3 years, I finally was at like 1,000. And then Emily shouted me out, and then my YouTube channel really started growing. And there was a point when I was getting, you know, a couple thousand subscribers a month, and that's not a lot, but that was pretty good for me, and it was starting to get really consistent, and I was really like building up, and I started getting like companies reaching out to me and asking me, you know, if I wanted to try products and send me PR. And then I also, I'm gonna use soft brown next actually. I also got companies, and I regret this so much. I had a really big agency. I'm trying to remember their name. Damn it, I can't remember. They're a really, really big agency that manages, they have all different like sections, you know, of different kinds of people they manage. But they manage artists, like singers, they manage, and they manage YouTubers. And it was this really big company that reached out, and I was just really uninformed at that time, and I declined. And I always think back to that and think to myself, like, had I been more informed about what opportunities and advantages I would have had if I would have been gotten a manager and been managed by like a talent agency or something like that, the difference in like my future on YouTube and what that would have looked like, I sometimes don't like to think about it, because, you know, it could have been something different. And if I was more, you know, regular on YouTube, and uploaded, you know, every couple days instead of every couple months at one point, you know, and if I had been much more consistent and taken those big opportunities that came my way, that I sort of was like, no, I'm okay, I can do it on my own, like whatever, like where would my channel have been? Could I have been to the level of popularity or to the level of success of some of these other big YouTubers? Who knows, you know what I'm saying? And I regret that. It's one of my biggest regrets in doing YouTube, is not being consistent and not taking big opportunities. And it was kind of hard because like I was also working full-time at MAC, and I was really excited about, at that point, about like what that meant and where I was going to go and the opportunity I was going to have with MAC. And so I was, you know, full-time, and I got a management position, and then I got a promotion opportunity, and I moved across the state, and, you know, all those things that happened that made it so I was not as regular on my YouTube channel. And it's hard because I'm happy for those opportunities, because it led me to like the financial stability that I have now, and it led me to the opportunities of like managing my own store and having that on my resume, and being able to say I was a store manager for Morphe. Sorry, Lily's throwing her toys. I was a store manager for Morphe, and I had the opportunity to work for that company, you know. So, you know, going full on in my job was a smart decision in that sense. But it's sort of like I gave up one thing for the other, And who knows, you know, what that means, or, you know, what I gave up, you know. And I can't go back in time and change it. So I kind of just got to go with it. But I'm still happy for what I have. But I definitely would give people the advice to, like, take the opportunities, you know, like maybe even if it's scary or something that you're not sure of, you know, I wish I would have taken that leap, because who knows where that, you know, would have gone. Another question, do you want more kids? That's such a hard question, because I've always wanted, like, I've always been that kind of person where I'm like, I want three. I want 2 girls and a boy, or like, you know, I always had like a plan. And when I got pregnant with Lily, I was like, you know, at that point in my life, I was like, oh, I want to have her, and then I want to have another one, and at least 2, but I was always like, I definitely want 2, but I'll have 3 if it happens, you know, like if it was an accident and we ended up with 3, like that's cool. But now that I've had 1, I'm seriously been thinking to myself so many times, like, maybe 1 is enough. Maybe I'm good. And it's not for Lily, you know, like she's been an amazing baby. And I think maybe to some people, if they would have had Lily as a baby, even though she's a little crabby right now, but she's been very good today. If they would have had Lily as a baby, I feel like a lot of people would have just kept going. I feel like a lot of people would have just kept having more, because except for in these little cranky moments, because it's getting late, except for in these little cranky moments, she is an amazing baby. Like, she is so well behaved. I always get comments on how well behaved she is. She doesn't cry a lot. Like, she will just chill, and she's just a very chill baby. And I feel like that would make a lot of people want to have more, you know what I'm saying? But then for me, I'm like, God, she's such a good baby. My next one's gonna be a freaking maniac. I feel like I got so lucky with Lily that we would have another one, and it would just be like literally the complete opposite. Like a psycho, a total psycho, screaming, crying, brat, you know, that's what I imagine would happen. So now I'm kind of like, maybe 1 is okay. All right, I had to stop there for a second and try to make that even, because I was not doing a very good job while I was talking. And I feel like they're still not even. And I just feel like the older I get, my eye shape is changing. What's wrong? My eye shape is changing. Can't talk. And I can never make my eyeliner even anymore. So it probably looks like shit, but we're just gonna go with it, because I literally suck now. This is just the Maybelline Colossal Volume Express. I ran out of mascara and I'm now unemployed, so I was like, well, let's try Maybelline again. I actually really like this mascara a lot. I think I used this in high school, now that I think about it. I am going to put on some lashes just to spice this up a little bit. So for lashes, I brought an intense amount of lashes. I brought some of these, got some Flutter lashes. I brought these, I got at TJ Maxx. I bought these, which is one of my old artists. She has her own makeup line, and she sells this 3-pack of lashes, and it's like 3 pairs of mink lashes. I'll link it below. They're really pretty, and you get the 3-pack of lashes. I think it's $39. I don't remember how much it is, but I'll put the price down below and the link to where you can buy it if you want to get one. So I have those, and then I have this, okay? And you're thinking, wow, that's a thick lash. It's not. It is like 6 or 7, no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 pairs of lashes that I've already worn before, and I wanted to bring because I can reuse them. But I had nowhere to put them that was small, so I literally put them in an empty lash case. So I can sort of like search through these and find a pair to wear. Okay, so what do we got here? Oh God, this is a hot mess. I think I'm gonna wear these because they're just sort of like OG cute. These are the Morphe Hypnotic lashes. Like, these are some of the cutest lashes, I think. You know, and I put them on so many different people and they look great. I really, really like them. So I'm gonna put these bad boys on really quick. All right, kids, so I put on the lashes, and then I also did put on my eyebrows really quick and some lower lash mascara. For my eyebrows, I used what I've been using a lot lately, which is the Morphe brow pencil in the shade Hazelnut. Works really, really well. Very similar to the ABH ones. So now let's move on to the face. We just have a couple little things left. So I'm gonna do some blush. For that, I'm using the Morphe Blush Trio in the pop of pink. Or no, I'm trying to use the other one. I have another one I brought with me. I actually think I'm gonna use this one because I think the undertones will go better with a lipstick. So this is the Morphe Blush Trio in the pop of peach ones. And I'm gonna use this middle matte shade. This is my favorite shade lately for blush. And this is a Morphe M554. Oh, and it's so pretty. Look how pretty this is. Oh, it literally, like the name says, pop of peach. You just get like this most cute, pretty pop of peach. It looks, this is like a very cute blush, if that makes sense. Like, look how pretty. It's like a natural kind of peachy color, but it's very, to me, like springy, summery kind of peach color. I love that it's matte, and as you can see, it's very pigmented. I'm only dabbing like a couple little dabs like that before I go in the product, and then I'll just sort of blend it back. I feel like this makes me look very like a sun-kissed kind of rosiness to myself. Like I look like maybe I got like a sunburn, or I'm just naturally sort of blushing. Like, it's such a cute color. I love this one so much. So I'm just gonna throw that on, and then I always put it on my chin and the tip of my nose, just because I like to make that really cohesive. And then for highlight, I'm gonna use Spark, which is another one of my favorite highlights, also from Morphe. This is just a little travel one. They make like a travel size. This is such a beautiful, like, champagne-y, golden. Oh, wow. Every time I put this on, it's like powerful. This looks so pretty. And you can't see it when you look to the front, which I love. So it's like not too light, not too dark. It's so pretty. And I do use this, I've like used this on a lot of skin tones. It just looks so nice. Someone's gonna come for me about my nose highlight again, probably, but I can't help myself. And then I highlight everywhere because, again, I can't help myself. I just think my skin looks nice. It looks like dewy when I put this much highlight on all over. I just like how, like, with the blush and this, I feel like dewy, very like bronzed, my little wing, very cute. I feel a little bitchy right now. And then I'm gonna take Spark again with a Morphe E36. Oh, alphabet? J, K, L, M, N, P. Is that funny? You're silly. And I'm just gonna pop that right here, just for like a little splash. It's more subtle on the inner corner, but you still get a nice little pop. So let's put on our lip really quick. This is Redrum from Jeffree Star. This is actually truly stunning color. Alrighty guys, so this is the finished look. I hope you enjoyed this video, a little cash, just sort of getting ready, answering a couple questions. I only answered 2, sorry. But yeah, that is it. I hope you enjoyed the video, and please subscribe, turn on post notifications if you haven't yet. Really appreciate it. And I'm hoping now that I am stay-at-home mommy, moving away, we're gonna be just like at home, me and Chubby, hoping I can do a lot more videos. Also, please subscribe to my cleaning channel if you haven't yet. If you're interested in like cleaning videos or just in general like DIYs, mommy videos, you will really enjoy my new channel. So please go subscribe over there, and I will see you next time, guys. Bye. Okay. You're so cute. You want some pretties? What? Pretties. Ready? Oh, pretty. Hold on. Pretty. You put it on? Oh, can mommy have some? Put in some pretties. Put in some pretties. Oh, pretty. Thank you. Okay, dinner's ready. I hear it beeping. Say bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.